I am not teaching, I am publicly learning. Hi and welcome to Learning for the Life in the UK test part 225. Arts and culture, music, that's on page 79, while doing standing yoga, a bit standing yoga, just a little bit. And if you participate in the little bit standing yoga, that's at your own risk. So arts and culture, that's about a modern, that's a chapter. Where was the UK today? A modern thriving society. UK today was just the beginning. So that whole chapter is now a modern thriving society. And now we're having arts and culture. Music. Music is an important part of British culture with a rich and varied heritage. So music is important in Britain and also culturally with a rich and varied heritage, so that there for a long time already people are doing music and also varied types of music. It ranges way further back. It ranges from classical music to modern pop. We're talking maybe about genres, and it ranges from classical music to modern pop. Now, if we take it in a time frame, that would mean from around 1600, more rather 1700 until today, the 21st century. That would be classical music until the modern pop. But the English music dates further back than the 16th century. We have way more texts of the medieval times and way further back. That's the first thing. And the other thing is, if it is seen as a band of genres, they are probably seeing these as the borders, and I'm not sure if you can put music in borders. No one says that classical music would be an extreme or that pop would be an extreme music. So there are different types of, we can understand the sentence in two ways. The first one is that this talk is talking about genres, and then the sentence is saying what they actually mean. No, they don't mean that. They wouldn't mean that. They would mean that classical music is an extreme, and that modern pop is the other way of I don't know what it's called, the saying. There are different types of genres, and one music genre is classical music, and another one would be modern pop. There are many more genres. And the other thing they might saying is that music dates back until the classical music, until the classic time, that was around 400 years ago. And in Britain was music done way before that, and we have the song text and the notes, we have it all, we have the music. In Britain, music was done way before just the modern times of 400-500 years. The modern starts with people still living so 100 years ago. There are different types of music in the United Kingdom. There are many different venues and musical events that take place across the UK. So in the United Kingdom, there are different places, and at these places, music is done, or musicals are presented. Are we going to explain it? Not really. So music is just music, playing on a violin or something, or singing also. So instruments or also with vocals, and musical events. So musical that is like a theater, but where people are singing. And these events where people is doing this happens all around the UK. So people don't have to drive that far to just one area. Maybe they still have to drive far, but we can hope that in their vicinity is somewhere a musical or a music presentation, and that they can then be part of it as part of the audience. Also, if they like to be as musicians or what are the people called during the musical? There are many different venues and musical events that take place across the UK. Now we're doing a bit standing yoga. If you participate in this, that is at your own risk. We're having the legs standing a bit more and shoulder wide apart, and we're breathing in. We're doing the crab in the morning, and we're lifting the arms up. And we're breathing out, bringing the arms back, and we're opening the chest to the sky. And breathe again in, and bring the arms up. And breathe again out, and open the chest to the sky. And breathe again in. And the last time, breathe out, and open the chest to the sky. And breathe again in. Now close the hands. Feet can be standing where we stand. We're breathing in. And we're breathing out, and we're leaning back. And we're breathing again in. And again out, and we're leaning back. And breathe again in, we're breathing in the winter space. And breathe out and lean again back. Now breathe in into the middle and out. So all they want to tell us is that music is done popularly in the United Kingdom and also since a long time. And there's many classical music in the United Kingdom written and also many pop music performed in the United Kingdom. And that there are many different places, orchestras are playing music or musicals are happening and so on, which people can visit and accompany. The Proms is an 8-week summer season of orchestral classical music that takes place in various venues, including the Royal Albert Hall in London. It has been organized by the British Broadcasting Corporation (BBC) since 1927. The last night of the Proms is the most well-known concert and, along with others in the series, is broadcast on television. The last night of the Proms is the most well-known concert and is broadcast on television. One could say it is broadcast. This is broadcast. But don't they mean it is broadcasted? So, we read it all in one through because we have to know what information are we giving. It's so much that we know about the Proms, and that is what we're going to ask. So we're doing what we're saying. The Proms, it's called The Proms. And it's named after promenade musicals, actually. After promenade music, these were some musicals, musical performances which happened 100 years ago. But I think they happened in the recent past also a couple of times. So it's basically, they are in different places musicians sitting and they play music. And now the audience is not sitting somewhere in the audience and listens to the orchestra, but they're going around these people and they listens at different places to them. So they're promenading, that's French for walking or something like that. So it's after promenading music and that's called the Proms. And that could be because there are many concerts by the Proms. I forgot the number, but it was really many. Maybe it's because the people are going from concert to concert or something, but I don't know. So it's the Proms. The Proms. It's just because I guess it's a strange name and I wanted to say something. It has an origin. I don't know it all exactly, but it has an origin. The Proms, it takes 8 weeks, these Proms. And there is orchestral classical music played. So classical music. And one of these venues, a place where something is then made, is the Royal Albert Hall, which is in London. Another building in London that we know now. The Royal Albert Hall is a big building. It's a dome. And it has been organized by the British Broadcasting Corporation, BBC, since 1927. So BBC is the acronym of British Broadcasting Corporation. And they, since 1927, are organizing these. Now let's do a bit more standing yoga before my voice completely gives up. We're doing a bit of a warrior. These toes are pointing in these directions, leg and red. We're breathing in and lifting the arms up. And you're breathing out and we're bending the front leg. Breathe in. And out, lean onto the front leg. And breathe again. And out back into the middle. Breathe again in. And out, leaning back. Breathe again in. And out, middle. Breathe again in. And out, we're ending this very short walk. Now to the other side. Toes and waist in these directions. Breathing in and lifting the arms up. And out, we're bending the front leg. And breathe in. And out, we're leaning onto the front leg. And breathe again in. And out, back into the middle. And breathe in. And out, we're leaning back. And breathe again in the middle. And out by ending of volume. A little bit more. And the last night of the proms is the most well-known concert. So these proms are taking 8 weeks, and in the last night of these 8 times 7, so 56 days, there is, but we're not completely, so I don't know if it actually is 56 days. So in the last night of this season of concerts, where every day multiple concerts are happening, there is the concert has been called the last night of the proms, and that is a very well-known concert. And it is also broadcasted on television. The BBC organizes it. We're going to at least broadcast that, but I think they're broadcasting a bit more, but I'm not so sure if they're broadcasting more than just the last night of the proms. But the last night of the proms are very famous. Let's read the next part, but we're going to do multiple parts for music. Classical music has been popular in the UK for many centuries. Henry Purcell was the organist at Westminster Abbey. Henry Purcell, 1659-1695. He wrote church music, operas and other pieces, and developed a British style distinct from that elsewhere in Europe. He continues to be influential on British composers. So we're going to now have around 10 people or so. Britain has not there. No, maybe not. And we're going to have now 6-7 musicians and composers listed like that, always 2-3 sentences. And we might actually do a single part for every one of them, maybe. But like that, we're going to go through them then in detail. So this is now the end of this time of music. And the next time we will then continue with Henry Purcell or Music Part 2. I don't know. So I thank you very much. And at the next time, but only if you're not here for yoga. We're doing a little bit more. The garden pose. The toes are pointing to the outside. And we're having an ordinary space between the heels. We're breathing in and lifting the arms up. And the breathing out and we're sinking down. And the breathing in and straightening up the neck. And the breathing out and the coming up. And breathing in. And again out. Again to the down. And another time, breathe in and straighten up the back. And again out and come to the back. And breathe in. And out. And now breathe in. And out, we're coming slowly up in one straight line. Now we're doing a bit eagle's wings. The feet are staying together as last exercise. We're breathing in it, the arms up, and we're doing it slowly meditative. Just one breath in. And out. And the one breath cycle has to last for the whole movement. So breathe slowly and deep in, and be relaxed and calm. And again out. Again in. And out. And again in. And again out. Another time, breathe in. And again out. And the last time, breathe in, lift the arms up. Close your hands and breathe out and lower the arms. And this was standing yoga. I thank you very much, and until the next time, to Henry Purcell.